Hi guys, welcome to Kinganda, your number one top YouTube channel for everything, and I mean everything. Now, if you are a true subscriber, you do know that we bring you so many videos about farming, about agriculture, and today we were honored to have an expert in the building, and he's going to introduce himself because I think he knows how to do it best.
Thank you very much. My name is Christopher Mulindwa. I work with Prime Pork Uganda Limited. I'm a consultant in the pig industry, and I'm a writer.
Okay, that's it. Well, you do know we love you guys, so we had to go and get you a pig expert, in case people are kind of getting lost, like who is this one or what is he doing here. We got you guys a pig expert, and he's going to dive into the industry that is piggery and tell us the bits and the tricks that we need to know in case someone out there wants to start a farm. Do you want to go commercial? Do you just want to see yourself with some pigs in your backyard? Whatever it is you want to do, we're here to give you all the tricks, So yeah, what can you tell us about piggery? What can you tell us about the piggery industry in Uganda?
Yeah, the pig industry has been growing over years. It started from the backyard, went to medium scale, and now we are seeing large commercial farms coming up in the country. The most unfortunate thing is that this is not led by Ugandans. Of course, foreign investors are taking the lead in the thing. Uganda is the best consumer of pork in East Africa.
That's true.
And on average, we think that the per capita consumption is now 5 kilograms per person per year.
What?
So currently, we have a demand of more than 200,000 metric tons, and we are unable to produce that. Statistics from the Ministry of Agriculture puts the country's pig population at 5 million.
Okay.
But they are not we don't know which of these are females, which of these are for slaughter. It's some kind of disorganized kind of statistics.
Okay.
But the sector is growing. The sector is a potential for any investor.
Yeah, you did mention that Ugandans like to eat a lot of pork because it's like a ritual. Like every time you're out and you're drinking, apparently you must eat pork so that the pork fights the alcohol. It's just it's a bit confusing, but yes, Ugandans love to eat pork. And now let's imagine a viewer out there wants to start a farm. What are the basics? What are the requirements they need to start a pig farm?
Yeah, a pig farm, any successful pig farm runs on 4 principles. Number 1 is genetics. Number 2 is nutrition. Number 3 is management. And number last would be the environment. Now, starting with the environment, our climate conditions are very conducive for growth of pigs. If you go to the European, to Europe or America, you need to build specialized houses for pigs. You need them, you need to insert temperature regulations. They should live in AC because, the temperatures sometimes go too low, and that would affect the life of pigs. But our temperatures here and the humidity is very good for pigs. You don't need to construct specialized houses.
Oh, okay.
And so that is a plus for us. It means that you spend less money on housing.
Okay.
Another principle, which is management, is a fact of education.
Oh.
And this is not what you learn from the university, because what you study from the university is very different with what practically takes place on a pig farm. So you need to do self-learning. You need to go get some training from people like us, I would say, and those who have really succeeded in operating commercial pig farms. And another issue, which is nutrition, and the most important, it costs takes the largest expense in pig farming.
Nutrition, trying to feed them.
Yes.
If you don't mind me cutting you, someone says pigs just eat trash, like the rubbish from restaurants. Someone say that's all they eat.
If you're doing some backyard kind of farming, something not for business, I'll not argue. Yes, you can do that. But if you're going into business, you have to be very critical about nutrition. You have to give pigs what they must eat. So you've got to think about that. It's the most expensive part. 60 to 70% of your production costs will be feeding. You can decide to farm your feeds and feed the pigs, and that's when you make a lot of money. You can decide to buy feeds directly from farmers. Majorly we talk about maize and soy. Directly from farmers, and that you again win. Or you can decide to buy finished feeds from commercial producers, and then you'll produce a very expensive pig, and the profit will be small. So the last one is genetics, which is very important. Our national herd has been over inbred, and for the animals that are not inbred, there has been unplanned crossbreeding. And this has led to the deterioration in performance of our national herd of pigs. And so when you come to genetics, you have to think twice. Access breed lines from reputable breeders. Don't just buy pigs. Yes, they are pigs, but they might not perform according to your expectations. They might not pay back the money that you invest in them when feeding them. So generally, that's all about starting up a pig farm business.
Okay. I think anyone who wants to start a pig farm, these are things that you need to know. We were talking earlier before we started shooting, and you mentioned that there are different types of pigs. Because growing up, I just knew a pig because pork. I didn't know there were like breeders. I don't know. You mentioned some others. Can you tell our viewers the other types of pigs that do exist that we don't know about?
Yeah. The breed of pigs is no longer a very important word in commercial pig farming. We now look at what you get from a pig. So if we have two types of genetics. We divide them into two categories. We have what we call the reproductive genetics and the commercial genetics. Reproductive genetics majorly focus on reproductive traits. Is the mothering ability of this pig superb? Does it have a good milk letdown? Does it give a large litter? Is it a good mother? Does it win large number of piglets? It's very important. And the commercial pig is majorly focused on pork. Is majorly focused on the consumer.
Bacon and all that.
Yes. So what is the ratio of fat to meat? What kilogram? The killing out percentage. How much do I lose from this pig when I slaughter it? And what is the quality of this pork in general? How much feeds do I need to raise this pig? All these traits come from the boar, because after having a good mother, then you need a boar, because a boar is 50% the genetics of the pig that you take to the market. So it determines a lot in the qualities of the pork and the general performance, generally your profitability.
Yeah.
That's a lot on your profitability.
Yeah. If someone wanted to invest in having a pig farm, do you think it is a good investment?
Yeah, it's a very lucrative business, I would say. But the trouble we have in Uganda, not Uganda alone, in Africa, is that we take pig farming so light.
Thank you.
And I think it's the same way our governments are taking the...
lightly.
But I would say all livestock, because if you checked, I think Africa produce only 5% of the global meats. Only 5%. So it's not pigs alone, but generally we don't give the attention we need to give to livestock production in general. And in Africa here, it is only South Africa that is really doing serious pig farming. The rest of the countries are just trying, and like we are trying here.
Okay.
You see, in Uganda, we divide the markets for pork into two. We have what we call the ordinary market and the premium market. The ordinary market receives whichever pig, as long as it is a pig. Sick, very old, underweight, overweight, overfatty, they don't mind.
Yeah.
But the premium market is very particular.
Yeah.
And this market has been largely serviced by foreign pig producers.
Really?
There are companies that have been exporting pork here, and that's how the premium market has been getting pork. So recent that we have some premium producers in the country. So today, if you want to invest in pigs, the focus should be on the premium market.
Okay.
And the premium market pays. Today, a kilogram of ordinary pork goes for around 11,000 Uganda shillings.
It's 13.
Yeah. that is now for the premium. The premium pork is 13,000 Uganda shillings, and ordinary pork is 11,000. I'm talking about farm gate prices.
Oh, okay.
If you go to the butcher, it is more than that. Of course,
all right.
I think something like 15,000.
Yeah, that's how much it is.
On retail, yes. So it's a very lucrative business, and you can really make money out of it.
Yeah. Yes. How long do you but how long do you think it would take for someone to the profits or the return on the pigs or pork or whatever it is?
Yeah, maybe to answer that question, I should drag you back and tell you that, when you think about farming pigs, a lot should come into your head,
Okay.
What exactly do you want to put on market?
All right.
We have three main products. There is pork, there is breeding animals, and that person would be called a breeder, and there is also semen. There are people who are operating both studs. They are keeping boas to produce semen to sell to other people to inseminate their pigs.
Hold on. There's a full market of semen for pigs.
Yep.
It's thriving.
Yep. And a huge market. It's a huge market.
So how do they extract this semen from the pigs?
It's a process.
So they get it, put it in a container and then sell it off?
Exactly. You have to get, it's a process.
Wow.
It's a process.
Wow.
It will take us another time to explain that.
Oh, okay. That's right.
But it's a full business. It's only one company that is investing in it currently in the country. So there is still a lot of potential. And there is, breeding. With breeding, you need to work with a breeder somewhere. There are many breeders in the world. You can choose one, agree on the terms and conditions, and have their animals, their breed lines distributed in this country.
Okay.
Then your main product would be breeding animals. And many of these are gilts that we use as parent stock for production of slaughter pigs. So that's a different product. And there are pork producers.
Wow.
Now, pork producers buy these mothers, the gilts from breeders, use them to produce animals for fattening, and then they sell off to the abattoirs for slaughter. So those are three different products.
Okay.
The other product would have been manure, but I don't want to so much focus on it.
Okay.
That's a bonus for every pig farmer, because every pig farmer produces manure.
Okay.
So those three products those are the three products that you have to think about, and each requires you to think, differently. You want to be a breeder, you have to think differently. A main pork producer, you have to think differently. A bastard semen producer, you have as well to think differently.
Okay, definitely that. I know we say Ugandans love pork and everything, but is there an actual market for pigs? Like, from your perspective as an expert, could you tell us the market for pigs?
Okay, like I told you, we now over 40 million people in the country. And the last, I think, 9 years, FAO was saying that our per capita consumption is around 3.4 kilograms per person per year. Today, we estimate it to be around 5 kilograms per person per year. And that is about 200,000 metric tons required by the Ugandan market. And of today, if the 5 million pigs that are in the country were slaughtered, we can only produce something like 120,000 metric tons. So with a deficit of 80,000 metric tons required. And given the fact that this statistics is not specific, not all the 5 million pigs are slaughtered in a year. Some are sows, some are boas, some are piglets. So it means that we have very few pigs for slaughter. So you can imagine that what we have in the country, the pork we produce, is actually not enough. We are poor at tracking the statistics, but the truth is there is a lot of pork that is coming in from foreign countries. And that is what is servicing the premium markets. So I would say that there is market for pork. The price for pork has been rising. I've been in this sector for 11 years now.
Why?
And since then, the prices have been going up and up. They never go down.
I keep wondering why.
Because we have a scarcity. There are no animals.
Okay.
Ugandans don't, keep pigs for pork.
True.
What comes to the market are exhausted pigs, because they keep pigs to produce piglets to sell to others who also want to produce piglets to sell to other people.
Yeah.
The cycle continues. Yeah. So there are no local Ugandans who are focused on real pork production, like we see the foreign investments that are coming in. So that puts us at a very disturbing stage, because we always do not have pork.
Wow.
And once we have it, the quality is very wanting.
True.
So there is a very big opportunity in this industry if somebody is willing to invest right.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. And talking about investments, how much do you think someone needs to start a pig farm?
Now it depends.
Yeah, you just give us an estimate. It's not exact, but an estimate.
It depends, but I would prefer, for me, each pig, in fact not for me, but generally, if we are to give averages, each pig, female pig, is estimated to produce to wean off about 10 piglets, viable for fattening. And one cycle from insemination to weaning will cost you an average of 500,000. The amount depends on how intelligent you are in accessing feeds. Because if you access feeds expensively, of course, it will be very expensive. If you're intelligent enough in managing nutritional costs, it will cost you less than 500,000. So that is for one cycle, producing 10 piglets. And that means that each piglet costs you about 50,000 Uganda shillings from insemination to weaning. Okay. Then to raise that piglet up to slaughter, you will spend between 300 and 350,000 shillings.
Yeah.
So each pig, each sow for one cycle will need about 4 million Uganda shillings.
Wow.
So if you're going to do things right, you need about 4 million Uganda shillings for each sow that you put on your farm. Save at least 4 million Uganda shillings. And now you can divide the money you have. If you have 80 million, then you know the number of sows that you can keep.
Okay.
If you have 20 million, then you can averagely
We're going to convert the money into dollars for those who don't get the Uganda currency.
Maybe you're going to help me on this. $1,000 is...
No, it's okay. Our editor is going to do it.
Perfect.
You don't need to stress yourself with that. Well, thank you so much, Christopher. You know what? From this interview, I actually want to start a pig farm, but I want to sell the semen. I'm going to start a pig farm where I can sell the semen. Nice. So, Christopher, any last words to our viewers?
Yeah. We are building a sector, from scraps. I think people have not been taking commercial pig farming as a serious thing. And for anybody who is willing to invest in this sector, it's very important that you access right information, because wrong information has caused many to bump into losses. So try to look for right information. There is a lot of nice information over the internet. Yeah. But the problem, this information is not specific.
True.
So after getting that general information, try to look for specialized information to help you plan correctly. Because what always causes trouble is that people don't really plan their businesses right.
Okay.
Some people stock beyond what they can manage.
Oh my God.
So along the way, things get bad.
Okay.
But we can always assist, and not me only, but there are many other
pig
experts in Africa who can give assistance. Yes.
Talking about knowledge, you brought us a book. It's Farming Pigs for Money: The Essentials of Profitable Pig Farming, and you are the author.
Yep.
Okay, and in this book, I think you talk so much about the pigs. I saw some things and I just like, Wait a minute. Do you want to tell me this is pig farming? But I'm sure there's a lot of information in your book, and whoever wants to like start a pig farm, this is an essential. I would like to think that if you want all the information.
It's very important, and I'm yet to publish another one.
Okay.
On the same topic now. It's a huge one on commercial pig farming, involving issues of semen that you want to invest in. And the
I'll
rest.
definitely read that one. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. That's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you've not yet subscribed, please pause this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media pages. That is Kenganda Nation on Facebook, Kenganda Nation on Instagram. Do you have any social media platforms that they can follow you on?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
Okay.
Chris Mulindwa. I also use Facebook, and we are building up a consultancy with some friends in Finland and Malawi.
Okay.
So information will later be available on pigfarmers.co.ug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Building websites and all that.
We also available. We do Plime pork cuts with Plime Pork Uganda Limited.
Okay.
So you can as well check us on plimepork.co.ug.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm on Facebook as well.
We're going to put all the links to your socials in the description box or the first comment. So make sure if you want to find out more, you just check, you scroll down and see all that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Till next time, I'm Joanita, your host.